Hello, my name is Motorthieves, and in this video I'm going to be talking about some of the changes that I'm going to be making to this channel. Before I start doing that, I am just going to be playing some random clips of some games that I played over a couple of months ago. That way you can be entertained a little bit, watch that, and just listen to me speak at the moment. I just want to apologize if the audio quality doesn't sound very good. I'm making all this on my PlayStation using the app Share Factory and doing it all through my headset. So apologize if sometimes the volume drops in and drops out and stuff. I'm a bit of a shy person sometimes, especially when it comes to stuff like this. So if I speak a bit quietly or speak a bit too loudly, that makes your ears go deaf. So the changes that I'm going to be making to this channel is that I'm going to be starting to upload some animation that I've been making lately using SFM. As for about the past 3 to 4 weeks, I have just been really loving just SFM, just animating it. I've just been having so much fun creating the work that I've been creating on it, and I just kind of want to share that with you. Just to give some context, I have used SFM a tiny bit before, where about a year ago I just loved watching the work that people made and I thought about giving it a try, where I made a couple posters and I think, at least for myself, I think I did an alright job for someone who never touched anything like SFM or any 3D, sorry for my speech pronouncement, 3D animation tools. And I made about three posters, and I really loved enjoying it. I just loved so much just posing the characters, getting them in the way I like them, and it was just so much fun. And then I decided to try have a hand at also animating, which I really struggled at. Like just trying to get Scout to wave his hand was just so difficult for me. Like I just got fed up with it, where I just kind of like forgot about it and just kind of got distracted and moved on to a couple stuff until up to about a month ago, I remembered watching some SFM videos and looking at the work that people created, and I immediately remember SFM, and I decided, oh, why not give it a second try? You know, I loved it so much before, why not give it another go? So I made some more posters, really loved it, and I just decided to have a second try at animating. You know, watch a couple of tutorial guides on it and stuff, and try to give it a second go. And then this time, I love it, man. Like I'm having so much fun animating SFM. If anyone is ever thinking about animating as SFM or does any 3D tool or anything like this, I highly recommend it. I'm just having a blast with it so much. Like sorry if I sound like all cheesy and stuff saying it like this, but like the only thing I ever loved so much in my life is video games, you know, because I've been like a gamer for my whole life ever since the day I was born, and I never loved anything as much as video games. But now, after giving animation a try, I love it as much as I do loving video games. Probably even more than video games to say, because I cannot underestimate to you or just how much fun and how happy animating is really making me. You know, because I'm like running into some of the issues that animators and SFM runs into. You know, with some of the models glitching out and stuff like that. And some moments that can be frustrating, but I'm just loving it ever more. Like some of it sounds like I'm rambling on if I'm going nowhere or just repeating myself or I don't sound very smoothly in my words. You know, I'm not a full professional when it comes to this. I just kind of want to take a change with this channel and put it into a new direction. As after animating it, I'm like really loving it, and I don't want to just make it as like a new part of my like a new hobby to add into my life, or like scratch building or painting and stuff like that. And those are all good, and I love all that and like video games. I also want to more than just make it part of a hobby of my life, and I want to make it a part of my life and kind of make it do something I want to do, you know, because if you find something that you love and that really makes you happy, you know, either that's playing video games, painting, making music, or just simply going on a walk on the beach, it is highly recommend that you just make sure that you do that and just enjoy it, you know. If you find something that you enjoy and that you really love, you should just be doing it, you know. And I really enjoy doing this. Like, I love it so much that it makes me happy. My parents are just so annoyed and fed up that I just have no one else to talk to share my work. I make a project, and as soon as I'm finished with it, I immediately ramp onto them, everything I'm doing, every little animation tool I'm doing, all the problems I'm running into, and, unless you're an animator or used SVM before, you're not going to understand a single thing that I'm talking about. Anyone who's had kids or have a friend that talks to them about something they like or enjoy, and they don't understand it at all. They understand how happy that is making the person. Sometimes you can get a bit annoyed, and honestly, I don't blame them. But that's kind of what I'm doing. What I'm trying to make in this video is that I want to kind of try and share it with you, and just kind of like share my work out there. Like because I love doing it so much, I just want to keep on doing it and just share it with other people, see what other people think, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. Because if anyone else is thinking about doing SFM or is doing SFM right now, but is having a bit of trouble with finding inspirations, or like you see like people who have like years of experience using SFM, you're like, oh, how can I ever make anything like this? Hopefully by watching my videos and seeing me also as a beginner, because I've only been animating for the past 3 weeks, but I've been putting a lot of hours into it. There's like because I never spend so much time on anything like this. I'll go play a game, I'll play about 2 matches, and then I'll immediately play a different game or just get bored. But with SFM, I end up sitting in the chair just working on an SFM project for like 6 hours straight and not having a care in the world. It's like the back of my t-shirt would be so swayed by the end of it. Like I swear to God, it feels like if I went to swimming into the pool or something. Because I just love it. Get so addicted to it that you hardly knows time going by. And stuff like that. And again, I apologize if the audio quality is not sounding like super good, if it keeps dropping in or out, or if it sounds like I'm just rambling on. I just kind of want to give you a bit of context to the reason for why I'm making this video and the reason why I love an SFM, because I just can't tell you how many times over and over and over just how much I'm really loving animating in SFM. Like I never loved anything or been this happy about anything in my life before. Yeah. So with that out of the way, the changes I'm going to be making to the channel. So I'm going to be uploading all of the animations that I've been making so far onto this channel. And all posters that I make, I'm going to either figure out a way to either upload them here or upload them onto Steam, and then you can find them onto my Steam profile if you want to or not. If you don't want to, you don't have to. I just kind of want to, like, if you're looking for animation videos to watch or SFM work and stuff like that, hopefully this will be a channel that comes to mind for you to watch. So at the start, I'm going to release all of my animation videos in order for when I make them. And I'm going to, in the description, I'm going to mark down like how long it took me to make it, maybe some of the things that I struggled with, or some things I like to point out in them. Just in case if anyone's interested. If you're not interested, then, you don't have to read it. Forgive me if I don't sound like super professional and stuff, if I'm just ramping on, if I'm making you a bit bored and stuff like that. I'd never really make anything like this. If you look at my other videos, you could tell my channel mainly just exists if I like to see or do something funny that I might just want to upload it. So I never really took too much consideration to this. Again, sorry for my speech I'm preferment. I'm not very good at speaking English, my only language. Yeah, I suck at it. Oh God. Yeah, God, where was I? Yeah, sorry, stuff I'm going to be making to this channel. Right, the whole point of this video. Yeah, so I'm going to be kind of like releasing all my videos that I've made in order. So the first videos you're going to see are test videos of me trying to animate, like, again after a year. So they're just going to be like real simple, real basic, me just trying to get a grasp with animating. So like breathing test video that I've done, trying to make the characters breathe and look smooth and look alive and not look stiff. And then also movement tests, because I have one video where kind of like leans around and stuff and try to practice with that. And after the couple of test videos that I made, I then move on to making a proper animation project that I wanted to make. The kind of stuff that I want to start making after trying to have enough experience with making with the test videos. and I've made one project called Oh Dear, which is like a little very short FNAF video that I made, where there's the first part that goes on for just like barely 30 seconds. That is real simple, only like there's not much animation in it. But then also after a bit of that, there would be the second part that I released, that because I already finished all this, because I just want to make the animation videos and stuff, see if I properly enjoy it, and then get a grasp on it before I start uploading it onto YouTube. So then I made the second part, which took me a lot more longer than the first one. I'll tell you that. The first one only took me like 2 days to animate, 1 day to do all the lighting, and then it took 3 days in total. Whereas this one took me, how long did it take me? It took me about 2 weeks. 1 week and a half of animating, and about 2 days doing lighting, taking about up to 2 weeks in total. And then this one like was a lot more better than like the first part. Like the first part was alright, but you could tell only like bits were like moving. Like you'll probably not be able to watch the video like immediately, but I'll try and see if I upload all of them either in 1 day or upload them like a day after day after day. That way you have some content, so you don't like watch all the videos and then immediately get bored for like a week with nothing coming up. But I'll figure that out and stuff. And so in the first one, it's quite simple. Like only like one part of like the body moves. Either that's the arm or like the torso and stuff like that. So it's like a bit stiff. But in the second part, I did a lot more better, making like more of the body parts move. Where if the head turned, the top of the shoulders will also turn along with it. And I even gave my hand at lip syncing for the first time. With the FNAF animatronics, all I have to do was move the jaw up and down, so I didn't have to do facial emotions. But I reckon I did an alright job for someone who never like really touched it on it and stuff. Trying to like rather than move it up and down sensibly, I try to kind of like sync it to the words and stuff and try and make it as smooth and fluent as possible and try and make it enjoyable to watch. Because that's what I'm trying to do. I put on my put all of my hard work and effort into it just to make something that I quite enjoy. I'm not saying the stuff I make is absolutely good. If you watch anything and think, oh, it's not very that good, then that's fine, because that's the whole point that I'm trying to do in this channel. I'm only beginning for the first 3 weeks, and I'm normally known as a quick learner sometimes. Like I'm very adaptive, where I could quickly learn to do stuff in a quick amount of time. Not always in every situation, but I'm sure that sometimes you can relate where like maybe when you first went to play maybe video games or painting, you never done it before, but the first time you did it, you're like so impressed with yourself, because that's why I really love animation, because the first time I did it, I was like, nah, I'm not good at this, I can never get good at animating. Then after a year, I I see it again and it comes back to my mind, thinking, oh, why don't I give it a second try? And now I love it. If I never decide to give it a second try, I'd never be this happy that I have been before. I'm not saying I've been a very depressed person before. I've been a happy person before, but I mean like true happiness. That point in life where like you're so happy, nothing's making you ever more happy than this moment right now. Stuff like that. Again, sorry if the audio doesn't sound very good, or if I'm rambling on, or if you're getting a bit bored or stuff like that. I just kind of want to like say my piece, tell you what I'm going to be doing and the changes I'm going to be making to this channel, and hopefully you enjoy some of the animation work that I'm making. And if anyone is ever thinking about doing SFM or even like Blender and stuff as whatever 3D animation tool you want to use, you can come to this channel and like see the stuff that I'm doing as a beginner, like through like through my eyes and stuff, and you can see what it's like as someone who's like still learning a lot about the program, rather than rather than someone who's low experience. If you want to watch someone who's low experience, then good, because you want to see like at to the point you want to get and stuff. Just hopefully like you can just see this like some of the challenges that I come, and hopefully it'll be a lot more easier for if you ever do it, And if anyone ever out there is already doing animation but is struggling a bit at the start, hopefully you can look at my videos and look at inspirations, or have any questions about like, oh, how do you do this or do that? I want to try and like help and be part of the community and stuff, as I'm really loving it. And I just hope if anyone's ever thinking about doing animation, or not even like animation, just like making posters in SFM and stuff like that, I really recommend it. I'm just like having so much fun. Some people will say they don't like SFM as much, or they did, but they decide to move on to different things like Blender, and that's good, because with Blender, objectively, rather you like or not, Blender you can do so much more stuff and visually appealing stuff than SFM could. But with SFM in the right hand, you could do amazing stuff just like that. You got videos that people make like End of the Line, or God, that's the only video title I remember. I remember other videos, but like it doesn't have to. Regardless of what you think of SFM, when you have it in the right hand, I'm rambling on. I'm sorry. Right now with all like the videos and stuff, forgive me. Just I don't do a lot of this. So if I'm like very chatty, or if I'm talking too long, or if I'm talking about something I'm going nowhere, or repeat myself, or if the audio drops in and out, and you don't understand what I'm saying with my speech impairment and stuff like that, forgive me for all of that. I'm trying really hard to try and do all of this and stuff. What I'm just trying to say is that I'm going to be releasing some animation work onto here, and if anyone is ever thinking about doing SFM, I really do recommend it. If you might think that you might enjoy it, then you most likely would. I'm just having so much fun, and I'm just really loving it. And yeah, that's about it. I'm going to be releasing some animation work. I'm going to release them in the order that I made them. I'm going to have the dates and stuff down in the description, so you can kind of like see how long the time of like learning or whatever and stuff in there. I'll explain this more in like a second video or something. I just kind of want to kind of make an announcement and just put it out there. So if you're ever like looking for SFM videos, or already seen all of them and looking for new ones, or looking for inspiration and stuff, hopefully this channel will come to mind, as I kind of just want to just share this with the world and kind of like get your opinions on it and stuff. And yeah, that's about what I have to say. So hopefully soon you start seeing some animation videos uploaded onto this channel. And I really hope you do enjoy them as much as I've been enjoying them, because I've just been loving it. I know I've been saying it for the 100th time now, but I just can't tell you how much I love SFM. It's just so great. Always try to find something that makes you happy, or do something that you enjoy. That's the only thing that you would need in life. Doing something that you love and that you enjoy. But yeah, that's enough of me rambling on. I hope that you really enjoyed this video, and I hope that I would see you again next time, in some way or shape or form. Okay, see you later. Have an awesome day, good morning, good afternoon, or good night, wherever you are, and thank you.